Hi there, I'm Rhonda, and I help makers turn their digital designs into income. On my channel, you'll get quick tutorials, cool tools, and simple strategies to grow your digital product business. If you want daily AI prompts, trend tips, and a fun community that gets it, join us in our AI Profit Society. I left a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video.
Hey guys, it's Rhonda, and in this video we are going to take a look at a new feature in Recraft that is called chat mode. All right, now it is in beta, so I'm not sure if all of you have it yet. If you do, you'll see it up here at the top of your screen towards the left, and to access it you would just toggle it on. Okay, so here we are in chat mode, and in here you can just talk to the AI like you would anybody. Okay, there doesn't have to be any specific format to what you say and how you do it. So what I am going to do here is I have my model chosen that I want to use, and that is Nano Banana. All right, so I have an idea of what I want to create, but I don't know how to word it to put it into a prompt. All right, so I'm going to ask Nano Banana for some help. All right, so I want to create an image of a Christmas design featuring a uh, cuddly looking raccoon, coquette bows with a Western vibe. Okay, and I know I want it to be a soft fantasy style digital illustration. Okay, that's what I know. All right, I don't have a real clear picture of this in my head, so can you help me with a prompt? And I'm just going to let it send that in, and it is going to give me the prompt that it came up with. All right, so now I'm just going to say yes. I don't even have to say anything else. I'm just going to say yes, because it asked me, do I want it to generate the image for me? Okay, so let's see what it gives us. Now, again, this was just a rough idea. So it gave me a prompt. It's going to make the image for me. And then I can see from there if there are any changes that I want to make to it or anything like that. So this is our Christmas design with the Western theme, the coquette bows, and our chubby, cuddly little raccoon. Now that looks really cute as far as I'm concerned. I like the cactuses. I like the barn. Let's say just use one bow on the hat and add some holiday greenery to it as well. All right, so I like this, but I think I only want one bow, and I'd like to see some holiday greens in that hat, you know, maybe some pine bows or something like that. Let's see what it gives us. All right, and we'll give it a second to generate that. But this is what chat mode is. It's where you can just talk to Recraft, and, you know, it will help you with ideas. It will help you with styles. It will just help you, period, in your image generation, helping you bring your visions to life. So this is the modified image. Okay, and that's cute. One bow, and it put the holiday greenery in the cowboy hat. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to get rid of this original one here, and I'm going to stick with this one. And I think I'd like this to say Merry Christmas. So, and I don't like how fat my raccoon is. Can you make the raccoon a bit thinner? He's too chubby. And put him in a Western themed Santa costume. All right, let's really go out here. Let's see what it does. I mean, I have no idea what this is going to look like, but let's see. Let's just see. We're just having fun. We're playing with chat mode to see how far we can take this, and let's see what we get. All right. I mean, what do we have to lose? So let's see. Let's give it a second to generate. Okay, so here is our updated image. It did not make him thinner though, but I think that's my fault. Maybe I just gave it too much to do it one time. So let's try that again. Make the raccoon a bit skinnier. Let's try that now. Just do one change at a time. See if that helps. Alrighty, so this is our new one, and I like that raccoon a lot better. He is definitely a little bit thinner, not super skinny, but cute enough. So let's get rid of these. Actually, I'm going to hang on to that one because I may use that one too, but I like this one a lot. And I think I'd like to see some kind of phrase on here, some type of Merry Christmas or something with a Western vibe. How about add the text, Howdy Christmas, written in a Western themed font in the snow on the barn. So I'm hoping it puts it like right here in the snow on the barn roof. And let's see if it does that for us. Okay, it did not put it where I wanted it. So I'm going to tell it, move the text to the side, to the roof of the barn where the snow is. We'll try that. Now, the one thing to keep in mind when you're using any type of flow like this, any generative flow, that you are using credits each time you ask for an edit. Now, when you use Recraft in the standard mode, okay, now see, it put it over there, but it left it on the front. Remove the text from the front of the barn. But you are using credits every time you generate a new image. So try and have some type of idea in mind before you set out so that you're not just wasting, hundreds and hundreds of credits to do this. There we go. Now that's what I was looking for. I wanted it in the snow. I would like it a little bit bigger. Make the text a bit larger and make it look like it's written in the snow. All right, let's try that. But what I was saying is when you use Recraft in standard mode, you can generate typically 2, 3, 4 images at a time. So in each one of them, when you're using Nano Banana, is 2 credits. So here in chat mode, you're only generating one image at a time. So at least you're only using 2 credits for each generation. Okay. So I do like that. It didn't do much more with the text here, but that's okay. I think that's a really cute little design. So let's move on. I'm going to delete that one for now. So now you see how you can just come in here with a general idea, and using chat mode, you can just talk to the AI and it will help you take your idea and make it into a completed design. So now what I want to do is create some mock-ups using this image. Okay, now for this type of design, I would use this as a Tumblr wrap because of the background and stuff. I wouldn't use this really as a t-shirt design because I don't like the harsh edges unless I popped it into a frame with distressed edges or used a clipping mask to create some distressed edges. Typically, this type of design I would use as a mug wrap or a tumbler wrap. So create for me 2 lifestyle images using this design. One on a 20-ounce skinny tumbler and one on a coffee mug. And let's see what it does here. Okay. So it's saying its current plan is to generate a lifestyle image showing the design on a 20-ounce skinny tumbler and generate a lifestyle image showing the design on a coffee mug. So let's see how it does with that. Okay, there's the tumbler. It's not exactly what I would call a skinny tumbler, but it is a nice tumbler mock-up. Let me zoom in here so you can see these a little better. And the coffee mug looks cute too. It did the design on the coffee mug and the tumbler. Now I could ask it to, let's change this, make this a 3-panel tumbler mock-up where we can see all sides of the design. Let's try that. Let's see if it does any better with that command or with that prompt. And let me zoom out because when it pops it in, it's going to be like off to the side over here. But I do like how just because the design was Christmas themed, it gave us a see. Now it did do this, it did wrap it around, but it was not a seamless design. So you can see the seam here, which is really cool that it did that. I mean, I'm not happy that the design's not seamless, but you know, that's not the fault of the mock-up. So that doesn't look too bad. I probably wouldn't use that because it isn't seamless. For that, I would take this image into Photoshop, make it a seamless design, and then create my mock-ups manually for that. But it was still nice to see that it would create 2 mock-up images with 1 prompt. I just said make the 2 images and it did it. All right. So now you can see how you can go from just an idea in your head to a finished design. And now let's look at some of the other things it can do. Obviously, we know it can, edit our designs for us. So let's take a look at some, let me go out here into my history and grab a couple images that I have made previously that I want to edit. Grab a few of these different ones. Okay, let me keep looking down here. Let's look and let's grab this truck here. Okay, so let's go back into chat mode. And we have our 3 images. This one, I love this. But let's say that looks, well, kind of watercolorish. And let's say I love this design, but I want to use this with a family that has 2 children. So can you add another child to this image on the other side of the adult? Okay, so we're just going to do that. I wanted to make this, for somebody I know that has 2 children. They might want to use it as a wall hanging or something like that, or put a personalized message on it, whatever. But I want to see how easily it can just add something to that design for me. Okay. And there it is. And that looks fantastic. I love it. That is, let's zoom in so you can see that. Looks amazing. Just adding that extra child in there. Just like that. Looks great. Okay. So we can do that. So let's take this cow, this Highland cow, and I like this guy. I love him, but I want him now in more of a winter theme. So let's say take this design and edit it for a winter holiday theme. Keep the style the same. And let's just send that in and see what it does. And I'm going to zoom out so when it pops in, we can see it easily. Okay, so here is our Christmas themed Highland cow, which looks fantastic. I love that. I love that. So we can take this and we could go from fall themed, we have the Christmas themed, we could go with edit this for a New Year's Eve celebration theme. I mean, that's just, off the top of my head, I don't know how many Highland cow New Year's designs you would be doing, but it would be fun just to see. We're going to just see what it comes up with for that. We'll give it a second. All right, and here is our New Year's theme, which is cute. We've got the clocks and the champagne and the streamers, and he looks like he's having a good time. So that is nice. Now let's see if we can do more than one at a time. All right. Every edit I've done so far is to, create one variation. Now it did create a couple variations for the lifestyle images for me, but let's see how many we can push this to. Let's say create 5 more images for me using this design. Change it up for various holidays and seasons. All right, I'm not even going to tell it what seasons, what holidays, and holidays. Wait, let's do holidays, seasons, and sports. And let's see what we get. All right. We will now it's telling us our current plan is to create 5 variations of the Highland cow design for different holiday seasons and sports themes. All right. And now it is editing the image, it says. So let's see what it does. And will it generate 5 different, oh, look at that. There is a Valentine's cow. Very cute. There's one. Okay, there is an Easter cow. Nice. So it is generating them all. It's doing them one at a time. Let's see what it comes up with next for us. Oh, a summer beachy cow. That is cool. It added the sunglasses and a Hawaiian lei. I like that. And a Halloween cow. That is really cute. It's a shame October will be here soon, or actually by the time you see this video, October may already be here. Depends on how quickly I get this edited and uploaded. And we have one more coming. Let's see what and it gave us a football season cow. That is super cool. I like them. I like all the variations it made. The Halloween one is fantastic. The summer one is really cool. And so is the Easter and the Valentine's. So that was nice. We could just randomly give it, hey, make me 5 more images and let it run with it. If you wanted to tell it exactly what holidays and seasons to do, you could have. I just wanted to see what it would come up with on its own. So this, I don't think I'm going to use this. These are all images that were generated right here inside of Recraft. But I want to show you, I'm going to come over here and grab this seahorse, and I'm just going to take the image, not the prompt. And I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to paste this in. And I'm going to tell this I want 4 more with different sea animals. Okay, let's do that. Create for me 4 more images using this theme. I'd like different sea life on them. Okay, let's see if that works. If that prompt made any sense. Okay, generate 4 more ocean-themed images featuring different sea life in the same artistic style. Yes, that is what I want it to do. So let's see if it does it. All right, there's the first one. We have a sea turtle. That looks amazing. Look at that. And it is the same ocean theme. Oh, the octopus is gorgeous. The octopus and jellyfish. I love that. Let's see what else we get. And this is so much fun, telling it to do what it wants instead of, because it's a surprise what we get. That dolphin is beautiful. And one more. Now these are a little more subdued in color than this one is. So I think I will ask it to generate another one. Or yeah, I'm just going to ask it to generate another image with a seahorse. Edit this to make the octopus a seahorse. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, because I really, really like these, but it did make the colors a little more subdued in these than the seahorse is. And I'd like to use these as a tumbler wrap bundle. So I'd really like them to be closer in color style. So that looks fantastic. So there's those 5. That just that quickly, I was able to make a 5 image bundle for tumbler wraps or wind spinner images. There's a ton of different ways you could use these images. I'm just going to use them as tumbler wraps. All right. So now we see we can also bring images in from other generators. And I want to show you something else it can do, which is great. So I have this screenshot here. Let me zoom in. All right, this is just a screenshot taken from Etsy for a design. Okay, now I don't want you to just take somebody's design and screenshot it and copy it. All right, what we are doing is using this as a starting point. So the first thing I'm going to say is recreate this design on a solid white background. And that's it. That's all I want it to do. Okay. And let's do this, wait for it to do its thing. Okay. And it took that image and just pulled it from the screenshot. Pulled it right off the shirt, off the fabric, and recreated the entire design for us. And that's where we want to start now. This is how we can change this up and make it unique and make it ours. All right, so let's first off change the ghosts sheets to a denim patchwork. And their sneakers should be blue. Make the hats cowboy hats. All right, so let's start there. We're changing the sheets to denim patchwork. The hats are going to be cowboy hats. And I really should have had them change their sneakers to cowboy boots, but I didn't think about it, and I just said to make the sneakers blue. So we'll see what we get. All righty. Okay, so now we have our Western, and I am going to, in fact, change the sneakers to cowboy boots. And we will see what we get there. Okay, so now all of our ghosts are wearing boots and cowboy hats, and their sheets are now denim instead of the like country patchwork. All right, so how else can we change this to make it more us and different from the original? Let's change the jack-o'-lantern to a wooden water bucket. Change the jack-o'-lantern to a wooden water bucket filled with candy. Okay. Alrighty, so now he's holding a wooden water bucket filled with candy. So that is really cute. And let's add a few rustic cowboy themed pumpkins at their feet to give it a Halloween vibe. Okay, so we want to make this look Halloweenish, but I didn't want to have it the same as this image over here, right? We started out with this, and now we are here. And every step we take, I'm moving a little bit further away from a real Halloween feel. I didn't want it holding the jack-o'-lantern bucket, but I do want some Halloween elements in it. So I asked it this time to just add a few cowboy themed pumpkins. I want to keep with the Western vibe, but I want to make sure it screams Halloween at the same time. So let's see what we get here. Okay, so this is what it gave me when I asked for the pumpkins, and that looks really cute. So I think the last step that I want to do for this design is add the text Howdy Halloween above the ghosts in a creepy Western style font, and hang some spiders from the text. Let's try that, see what we get. So we will get our Howdy Halloween, and we'll have some spiders hanging off of the text. So let's see how that looks. Let's see what it does. Okay, so here is our final design. And I really like this. I like how it says Howdy Halloween. I like the spiders hanging. I like that we went to a blue denim patchwork and gave it all the rustic Western vibe. So let's slide over here and grab this. So this is where we started. Remember, we extracted that image from a screenshot, and I wanted to keep the style intact, but I wanted to make it unique, make it a completely different design that you can sell in your Etsy shop and have it be different, but still have it calling with some trending styles, the Western, the even down here we have some like boho feeling pumpkins. The patchwork is kind of boho feeling, but we've got Halloween, we've got Western, we've got boho, we've got it all in here. And we've got ghosts, which are always popular. All right, so that's another way you can use this, by taking a screenshot of something as a starting point, but making it uniquely yours. So this chat mode in Recraft is just so handy because you just talk to it like you're talking to somebody sitting next to you, and it will understand, it will interpret, and it will help you create better designs. All right, so now I could take this, we did all this editing, right? So let's go one step further. Let's just try this real quick before we end this. It's getting long, and I know that, and I'm sorry, but this is just too much fun. So let's create 5 more images in this style for different holidays and seasons. So now we can take this design that we've made and have Recraft spit out 5 more just like it for different holidays. I'm guessing we'll probably get a Christmas, we might get a Valentine's, we might get Easter, summer, who knows what it's going to give us. So let's wait and see. We should probably start seeing the first one anytime now. Okay, here's the first one. We've got a Merry Christmas, y'all, which is super cute. The bucket's filled with Christmas candy, gifts on the ground, and then the Merry Christmas, y'all font or text. Let's see what else we get here now. We've got the Halloween Merry Christmas. Now, I'm not sure I like the font all that much. I probably would change this for the Christmas one into more of a handwritten script style font, but who knows? We'll have to look and see. But I like how it changed the patchworks to green and red plaids. I think that looks really cute, and it fits with Christmas and still keeps kind of a Western vibe going with the cowboy boots and the wooden bucket. Okay, and here is our Valentine's. That one is super cute too. But again, I would probably change that font to more of a script font, but I could edit that by hand or, ask AI to do it. Probably be easier to just do it by hand in like Photoshop or Photopea, something like that. And let's see what else it's going to come up with. It's running very slow tonight. Okay, so we have our summer fun, Happy Easter, Valentine's, Merry Christmas, and it's doing one more image. So let's zoom in here so we can look at some of these a little better. This summer one is super cute. They put flip-flops on the ghost. We've got beach balls. Their bucket has shovels. They're wearing sun hats. And the print on the ghosts, on the ghost patchwork, are like Hawaiian shirt prints, which is really, really cute. I love that. The Easter one is adorable with the spring patchwork and the Easter eggs all over and their basket of eggs. The Valentine's is adorable as well. And I know I love the Christmas. The only things I might change, whoops, and here is our last one, our Thanksgiving. So they're holding a cornucopia, pilgrim's hats, gourds, and a turkey. That is super cute. And the leaves hanging from the text. I absolutely love this. And I hope you guys see how much fun this chat mode in Recraft can be and how you can take designs and completely change them into something else and quickly make bundles of different images that you've created and things like that. So listen, guys, if you have any questions, post them below. Join our community, post them in there. It's up to you how you do this. I will get back to you as soon as I can, though, if you do have questions. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Until I see you next time.